ẹ̀yin èèyàn wọ́n tún gbé àṣírí ńlá jáde ò nípa prophet Taiwo Ojo. ẹ wo eléyìí ò gba ẹnu mi, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ wá lọ gbọ́ ọ lẹ́nu ọlọ́rọ̀ fúnra ara ẹ̀. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ wá lọ gbọ́ ọ.
Thanks for the opportunity. I just want to be very brief about what I want to say. I'll go straight to the point, Like I said, this church thing and Pastor Taiwo Ojo, it led to the breaking of my marriage in one way or the other. Now, I got married 2 years ago, and my wife stayed like one month and 2 weeks in my house. Now, at that particular point, we were actually talking about, okay, what can you do? Kilo Feshe, we've actually discussed about this before she got pregnant, you understand? And when it's time for her to, talk, okay, Kilo Feshe, let me set up business for you and all, she said no. She shared local government and local government, but don't she share local government as NSCDC staff. What are you saying? We're talking about billions. You're talking about how much a salary. Okay, you know what? Can you work for me? I am into media and productions. So, can you work for me? Can you be my secretary? She said no. Only godmother, she's very close to the Pastor Taiwo, and she has been taking my wife to that church even while she was pregnant. She has been taking her to the church constantly. Like, I think they have this service every 2 months or 3 months in me, because I don't even have interest in that church. One thing about me is I don't like my big church story. My worship pastor, I don't like it. She understand? Now, it got to a particular point. She lied to me. She said she got a job in Lagos. Okay, what's the salary? It will share only restaurant, godmother, church, Pastor Ojo. Okay, what's the pay? She said 50,000 naira. Why can't you work for me? You should be more going to pay 2 months. My child was just 1 month and a week. The following week, 1 month, 2 weeks, what's the pay? She said 50,000 naira. 50,000 naira, what are you saying? She said, pay godmother, godmother. Kilo excuse to fair feel. That was how she left for Lagos. Now, when she got to Lagos, and one thing about her is each time to work with me, we might be phone lily or no, Shanu for coming, checking for coming, Mama, let me take Oba Solomon Goman. So only if you don't do the right thing at the right time, now. Sorry, customer came in. So, fast forward to when she got to godmother's place. She realized, ìyàwó mi gbé ọmọ mi lọ sí Òṣèǹgèrè láti Èkó. Ó gbé ọmọ lọ sí Òṣèǹgèrè. Nígbà tó mọ wà ní 1 year, 1 month, 2 weeks. 1 month, 2 weeks. She, her godmother, and her mother, they all met there. One room, 7,000 naira. One room. But the first we took this only one below Sibe. She has been going. Go to the pay, meet, you understand? But she has been inviting me. Why was this church? Give me church in Mawa to repay more. My code me state me what in my bawasi on Oshun. So that's bad. I don't understand. What do you mean? You call a thing bad. Show me email. So I got to realize what Musha pick. We go pick up. Finally, when I called her mother, hello ma, mo ń pe ìyá bla 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 kí o pick up má bínú ó ń lọ sí church ni ó ń lọ sóṣèǹgèrè bóyá kò sí pẹ̀lú fóònù ẹ̀ ní kinní kan ibo ló ń jó ṣèǹgèrè wọn lọ́dọ̀ pásítọ̀ Taiwo mo ṣe pèyẹ ẹ̀ padà nìyẹn tí kankan bá ṣe ọmọ tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ yẹn pẹ̀lú church tó ń tojú bọ̀ tí kankan bá ṣe ọmọ mi at 1 month 2 weeks tí kankan bá ṣe ọmọ mi mi ò ní tèkẹ́ láìlì pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ o bí ẹ ṣe pé padà nìyẹn ló bá pè mí padà kí ni mí nǹkan tẹ́mi ń sọ pé kí ni mí nǹkan ẹ mọ̀ ṣé wọn lè lọ church mọ́ ni ta ló ní ìdádúrà kí ni kan ìwọ tẹ́ bá rẹ sí ìtutù oṣù bó ṣe wà heavy tó ó lọ sí church yẹn ìgbà tó máa bímọ ó gbọ́mọ lọ in 1 month 2 weeks kẹba lè mọ bọ́mọ yẹn ṣe wà fragile tó at that particular point each time ló máa gbé fóònù báyìí wọ́n máa gbàdúrà lórí lẹ́yìn kínní báwo pé àwọn èèyàn tó ń lọ sí church yìí their services from Monday to Sunday àbí Sunday to Sunday wọn ò níṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe ni ìwọ tó ń wáṣẹ́ tó jókòó sí church tó ń gba church ìwọ tó ń wáṣẹ́ tó ń lọ fún service lójoojúmọ́ báwo lè fẹ́ ríṣẹ́ do you understand this thing actually led to the breakage of my home because you are worshiping one pastor o believe pé ìyanu máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀ àwọn àdúrà ẹ̀ most of the time àwọn àdúrà tó ń gbà nílé ni pé tí téèyàn kan bá da tọ̀dọ̀ òun máa da ṣé wọ́n sọ fún wọn pé o ò lórí pé kò ṣoríire ni depending on people's glory ṣe understand so bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wá sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ní àárọ̀ I was actually motivated me mú ìwà mi like máa rojọ́ I don't even know how to put my words but this same thing kept on happening. In fact, right now, tí mo ti gbóhùn ẹ̀ tí mo ti rí ọmọ mi bá sọ fún pé mi ò rọ́mọ mi láti 1 year 2 months mi ò rọ́mọ mi and I know she's going to that church she's still going to that church ó tó stage kan ó sọ fún mi ó ní pé wá bá wọn ya fọ́tò àbí kó wá bá wọn fly drone wá bá wọn ya fídíò ní Òṣèǹgèrè pé pásítọ̀ yẹn máa láìkẹ́ tó bá submit ẹ̀kan fún wọn máa láìkẹ́ wọ́n lè máa gbé ẹ travel mọ́ àwọn pé mi kì máa ṣẹ̀rù pásítọ̀. It's not pride. I'm not rich, you understand, but I'm comfortable. So why should you preach to me to come to your church? Ọjọ́ ọ̀lẹ́ ti rí kí àwọn tó ń ṣe fá tó ń ṣe kí wọ́n ní Ṣàngó loves you come to our shrine come and worship with us. Christian náà ni àwọn lọ ṣàn invite everybody. So why should I come to your church to come and render my service for free and start showing pastor? Maybe pastor will like it, so he can take me as well. Although I will be following him, I should be following pastor. I have my own office. I have my own studios.
Thank you.
She understand. So these have really contributed to breakage of homes, and I'm sure so many people might have gone through this kind of issues. Kato for àwọn lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ pastor Taiwo nǹkan tí pastor Taiwo sọ lélẹ̀ nǹkan tó ṣe lélẹ̀ nínú ilé nǹkan tó ṣe lélẹ̀ why you worshiping your pastor respect tó lè fún mi òun fún pastor ẹ̀ ṣé pastor ẹ̀ ló sanwó orí ẹ̀ ni ṣọ́ọ̀ mi yé ilẹ̀ ṣé pastor ẹ̀ ló sanwó orí ẹ̀ ni you see the pastor you kneel down you do like Ọlọ́run ni no it shouldn't be like that. So there are so many hidden issues that I don't want to talk because I don't know if you're going to post this. I just don't want to say more than this. This issue of pastors and their followers or their worshippers is getting too much, and it has led to breakage of homes. So thank you very much, sir. Thanks for the opportunity for me to speak out. God bless you very so much. I appreciate you, sir. Have a nice night, sir. So since when she left, she never came back. And she's still going to the church. You understand? She still keeps going to the church. So I don't even want her anymore. I'm not interested in the marriage or anything. I'm not interested. Since when she left with my baby, 1 month, 2 weeks, till now, the baby should be 1 year, 5 months. I have not set my eyes on that child. My mother has not set her eyes on my own child. So all is well, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Mo fẹ́ sáré sọ nǹkan kan, mo ń bọ̀. Maybe up to 5 years. I mentioned something that so many good for nothing entities did not understand. And of course, as expected, the level of IQ onekaluku ó yàtọ̀ síra wọn. And I don't expect, when it comes to religion, I don't expect even a professor to operate on the pedestal on which I am operating. So it was like joke the day I said it that it is no longer a service unto the biblical God because I have to be using that. Let's assume that the Bible is real, Jesus is real, and all of these things are real, but àwọn èèyàn ló ń ṣe bó bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe. The Bible says that you look unto Jesus, the author and finisher of your faith. One of the first problems that I found out in Christianity is that there is a way these pastors will manipulate you indirectly in such a way that even when you are reading your own Bible yourself, that you want to study the Bible yourself, it is the voice of the person you're looking up to that you will be hearing reading that Bible to you. I have explained that times without number. And that is because these men have their various tactics in which they unseat God from your heart and they plant themselves in your heart. I used Baba Deboye for example. I used Kumuyi as an example. That so many people, because they joined this whatever. Take for example, Ibiyome, the association between Ibiyome and David Oyedepo. David Ibiyome was not talking like that before. But because of the indoctrination that he had being with Oyedepo, that is why he started talking like that. One. Two, if the author and finisher of your faith is Jesus, why should you be in your home and you're going to be comparing your husband the same way so many men, they compare their women with the likes of, let's say, Funke Adejumo. They now start hating such a woman for no reason, forgetting that we are all unique in our own ways. Let me tell us another thing. There was a video of Taiwo Ojo which I responded to some months back. He said he was correcting a woman, said the woman brought tight. Said iṣẹ́ wo lẹ ń ṣe mà. Said òun lọ yáwó òun fẹ́ fi ṣe business pé kọ́lọ́run lè gba kí business òun lè promote. That is why she was bringing the tithe from money she borrowed. In the first place, if these teachings have not been going out, such a woman would not do that. But we have so many denominations that will tell people that even if you borrow money, you must bring part of the money. So Taiwo Ojo was saying that she told the woman to go back, tẹ́ bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ business, tẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣiṣẹ́ ní kẹ́ṣẹ̀ tó máa mú tithe yẹn wá. In the first place, Taiwo Ojo, you are not working. But you have the other, so that people will say that you are different from others, that you are a saint. You are not, as a matter of fact. And for the fact that I have said it times without number that the endless services Monday to Sunday, it is all scam. It is all about damaging people's lives. That the people that are saying they want to get jobs, they cannot even defend the certifications they have in the first place. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní irú ẹni náà ló irú ahun ló ń ra ahun he. Because when good for nothing entities are mounting the pulpit and saying they are pastors, they are prophets, at the end of the day, the caliber of people that will be looking up to them, they will definitely descend when they are supposed to be ascending. So if you're a learned person and the person you're looking up to are these good for nothing entities on your altars, you are bound for destruction. Because at the end of the day, what it means is you're not even looking beyond the level you are. This religion and these good for nothing entities have damaged lives and families far enough that we all need to stand up.
Like Nigerian
Some
leaders.
of you will be like, some of you will be the fact that okay, it is not Taiwo Ojo's fault. But what about the other doctrines? When we were growing up, churches used to be Sunday medicine. Church used to be Sunday medicine. Despite being once a week, I have said it times without number. On that Sunday, the message you will hear, not all these endless prayers, that they formulate your own enemies for you, that you keep fighting the enemies that you can't even see. Now, on Sunday, you listen to a message. When you get to school, all the bad things that your mate might be doing, maybe even on the soccer field, that you won't even be able to rough tackle your opponent, because you listen to a message on Sunday, and that message is able to make you sane until the following Sunday when you go back to church. And those were the days that going to church on Sunday will mean that, if you have done anything within the week, you'll be feeling like, this pastor would talk against me. It's as if somebody has gone to tell the pastor what I've done. But today we love going to all these places because the gibberish, the nonsense that they dish out from those altars, they are nothing but sugarcoating rubbish that makes us to be well embedded in our wickedness. I posted a video where, as Taiwo Ojo was doing his own live video program, February 16, on a Monday morning, I had overnight, Friday, Sunday to Monday. At the same time, Odekunle Epaphras too was doing his own. Loni Ojo Aje, they call it Ojo Aje so that you can go and walk. And you are there, elderly men are under you, you are blessing Ribena, you are blessing where you say it is Holy Communion. Now, so many of you will not see this as a problem because you are not the one wearing the guy's shoes. I understand. But at the end of the day, those who are being beaten so much, they know as a result of all these useless programs that are going on. As I speak with you, some men are weeping because their wives have been indoctrinated so much that they worship these good for nothing entities. Some wives don't even allow their husband to touch them again because they are not Taiwo Ojo, they are not Odekunle Epaphras, they are not Sam Ojo, they are not this, they are not that. These are wonderful men who are doing their best, working hard to make sure that they provide for their families. But because these good for nothing entities make easy money, our women are now, it's what a woman told me before, a woman who has conscience. I wish I could play a voice note, but if I play the voice note, the husband might be very angry that, so this is why you're making life difficult for me. This is why you'll be making life difficult for me, because you think that I'm not rich like a pastor who is making easy money while I am doing all these odd jobs to provide for you and the children. She confided in me and said, Mr. Until when I snapped out of this madness, I never wanted to have anything to do with my husband, who was working hard, doing everything as a wonderful man. So at the end of the day, the children that are coming in between this madness, that will be having issues, might be the child that will grow up and help me tomorrow. That child might be the child that will grow up if I speak up today and that child's life is mended by the parents that religion is trying to separate, that religion is trying to damage. So at the end of the day, that child, if helped today, might grow up to be a medical doctor that will be there, carry out some innovations that will help my own child tomorrow. That child might be somebody, maybe a police officer that will have integrity, that will save somebody from armed robbery attack tomorrow. That lady, that girl might grow up to become a lawyer that will grow, that will be helping people tomorrow, that will become a son that will make Nigeria to be sane tomorrow. But if we don't all stand up today and say enough is enough, there is danger and there is fire on the mountain. Who is this Atinuke Omowunmi? Ogun ló máa pa ẹ́ tìletìle. I'm abusing men of God because I want to be popular. Kò ní dá fún ẹ, kò ní dá fún gbogbo àwọn pastor yín. Gbogbo tó bá ń dùn lé ayé ẹ máa parẹ́ ni. Ó ní ṣe oríire. Àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó bá kù bẹ́ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé torí ọ̀rọ̀ rádaràda tẹ́ wá sọ tí mi dẹ̀ pé anybody. Ẹ̀yin olòṣì tógun máa pa tìletìle ojú ẹbí bá ń pọ̀nà lẹ́mọ̀rin. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú rádaràda ẹ̀. Táwọn pastors yín bá ń bá yín sùn tẹ́ bá make owó lọ́wọ́ wọn bí wọ́n ṣe kó 45 million sílẹ̀ fún kí lorúkọ ẹ̀. Ẹ má gbé wá sórí péjì títí tèmi because gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n bá rà fún yín lénìí òun ló máa ṣekú pa gbogbo yín lọ́la. Ẹ̀yin olòṣì olórí burúkú aláyé bàjẹ́ obìnrin rádaràda ẹ̀. Pay me torí pé mi fẹ́ popular. Who popularity help? If it were to be about popular, mama block àwọn èèyàn. If it were to be about followers, followers tẹ́ ṣe lẹ́yìn Jésù lánàá, who he help? Ẹ̀yin olòṣì olórí burúkú onírọ́. Ṣé bẹ́yìn lẹ ké Hosanna lánàá nígbà tó di èní kàn mọ́gi kọ́ lẹ sọ irú yìí ni màá ní mò ń wá as follower. Ẹ níjọ ṣe oríire papọ̀. Ẹ̀yin olòṣì olórí burúkú rádaràda ẹ̀. Wọ́n á gbé program sílẹ̀ ní Monday to Sunday. Yet ayé Nàìjíríà rí báyìí. Àwa wí táì wọ́n ní pé mò ń pe Prophet Taiwo ní Mr. Taiwo. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń da òróró wèrè síra yín lórí to make Nigeria what it is today. Ayé gbogbo yín máa bàjẹ́ tìrantìran ni. Wọn ò ní rántí orúkọ yín sí rere. The same useless book tẹ́ ń lò tẹ́ fi ń ba ayé wa jẹ́ ní Nigeria. How many prophets were there? What were their impacts? We remember what Elijah did. He prophesied that there won't be rain for 3.5 years, and it happened. Until when the king himself remembered the prophecy of Prophet Elijah, and he had to send to him. How many prophets have been able to make pronouncement against government officials in Nigeria today? Because olórí burúkú ẹ̀yin àṣírí rádaràda, you have forgotten that wọ́n ní pé aṣọ tó bá kángun ségun náà ń pè ní jẹ́pẹ̀. These good for nothing entities are so close to the government officials that if they are truthful to themselves, if they are truly serving the real God, they will be telling politicians the truth every day. The first commandant with 50 soldiers that King Ahab sent to Elijah, go and bring him. We remember the story. Say, if I be a man of God, let fire fall. Prophet Elijah was not buying cars for people because he didn't even have the money. Because today some of you will be coming and say, Prophet Taiwo Ojo did this, Agbala Gabriel did that, Baba Deboye did that. Ẹ̀yin olòṣì olórí burúkú yìí. Iṣẹ́ wo náà ṣe to be able to give out those things? How many buildings did history tell us that Elijah left behind, despite all the power of God in him? That today you can see, say, God of fire. If I be a man of God, let fire fall. And the Bible says that all of them were burnt. Only one of them escaped to go and give report to King Ahab. King Ahab saw the person that came to give him message. Because of his hardened heart, he sent another commandant with 50 soldiers. And they went, the same thing happened to them. All of you calling yourselves prophet today, if you have conscience today, you will know that you don't have any prophecy over your lives to become prophets. Because number one, you don't even have the fearlessness that every prophet should have. They call you a prophet of God, you are afraid of human being, you are afraid of death. You cannot call a spade a spade. Ayé gbogbo yín máa bàjẹ́ tìrantìran. The second soldier got there and he said, if I be a man of God again, let fire fall. Elijah never gathered people for prayers. Elijah never gathered Monday to Sunday for prayers before fire could fall. Despite all your prayers, despite all the nonsense, go and listen to your prayer points. Their prayer points are always creating imaginary enemies that people will keep fighting for the rest of their lives. So at the end of the day, it was the third prophet, it was the fourth commandant. It was the third commandant that got to where Elijah was. Said Elijah, Prophet Elijah, you see these men that are behind me? They are useless people. Let my life and their lives be precious in thy sight. The only thing we inquire of you is just come with us to the king. And Bible records it that the Spirit of God descended on Elijah. Because I don't want to be asking you Christians now, what spirit was making him to devour fire before? It is story for another day. And at the end of the day, the third commandant got favor, and Elijah went with them. Approaching from far off, it was King Ahab. It was, go and read that Bible very well. It was King Ahab that said, "Oh, ye troubler of Israel," the whole nation. One prophet in a whole nation, troubling them because of the truth. How many of you have graduated from School of Discipleship of Baba Deboye? How many of you are coming out from CAC every month? The more you people are, the more useless the nation is becoming. The more heartless, the more wicked the nation is becoming. What is your usefulness? That is my question today. That at the end of the day, we don't have one, even in a local government, that the local government will not turn the whole state around. The whole state will turn the whole nation around. It is in our dispensation we see pastors, prophets behind politicians, offering prayers. You prophets are there in Nigeria. Look at what they are doing to Nigerians. Oh, ye troubler of Israel. And if I read correctly, he didn't take God, the whole nation, to correct that problem. It was only 4 lepers that the biblical God used in correcting, in making sure that what that prophet said came to pass. 4 lepers. They were put behind the wall of the city. They said, let's go to so place. Let's go to Samaria. If they kill us, we know that at least we have taken a chance. But if we sit down here, we will die. 100% we will die. But if we take a move, it is 50-50. So they decided to move. And Bible records it that their steps were like the steppings of chariots of war, of horses of war. And the Samaritans left all their things and they ran away. And the 4 lepers entered into the city, and they were eating and dining and whining until one of them said, "What we are doing is bad. What we are doing today is bad. We should go and tell others what we have seen." And they brought it in. Don't forget that when Elijah said that, this time tomorrow, this is what will happen, that is what will happen. The man upon whose shoulder the king rests his hand said, "Even if they open the windows of heaven, it can never be." And Elijah turned to him, he says, "It will be, you will see it, but you will never partake of it." And at the end of the day, it happened using only 4 lepers. How useless can you pastors and prophets and prophetesses be in Nigeria, that even in your neighborhood, all of you are just piles of rogues and scammers, collecting easy money, feeding fat. So if I bring out the Bible today and I start pronouncing what the biblical God says against all of you, the likes of Taiwo Ojo, and every one of you, people will say, "Rotimi, you are cursing again." And you loshio leolori buruku. Is this what the biblical God is calling people into divine work? Is this what? Is it because of worldly properties? Is it because of cars? Is it because of houses? And you don't even get all of these things by good conscience. You get them by lying to people. ìjà dópin ogun sì tán olùgbàlà jagun mòlú orin ayọ́lá ó máa kọ hallelujah. Ṣé ìjà dópin láyé wọn? When even 2 Chronicles 7:14 cannot be effected in our lives, and if these people who are called by my name will first humble themselves, what humility is in all of you pastors? As a ricochet, a madman just said in the comment section, now, are you saying that men of God should be rich? As a matter of fact, what is a man of God doing with millions? If such a man is in a nation where there are no hungry people, we will say is a man of God. He is rich. What work? What jobs are they doing? Kò ní yẹ ìwọ tó ṣe comment yẹn, kò ní yẹ ìrandíran, kò ní yẹ gbogbo àwọn pastors tó ń forúkọ Jésù mékòwò. Kí n yọ àwọn tó ń ṣe pẹ̀lú ìfẹ́ Ọlọ́run, kí n yọ wọ́n sílẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin olè aláyébàjẹ́ yìí. Gbogbo ń tẹ́ ti wá fọjọ́ àárọ̀ yìí kò jọ using lies and useless prayer points. Lójú ẹ̀mí yín báyìí yóò mọ̀ parẹ́. Gbogbo làásìgbò tẹ́ da àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà sí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ religion yìí. Ìrandíran yóò ní bọ́ nínú làásìgbò yẹn. Ìrandíran yóò ní bọ́ ńbẹ̀. Are we going to be talking about a pastor who would wickedly have carnal knowledge of ìbejì? Àwọn ọmọ tí ò tí ì pé 15, ó mú wọn bá wọn sùn lórí ibùsùn kan náà, ó bá ayé wọn jẹ́, ó gba ògo ayé wọn. Ẹ máa bá obìnrin sọ, ẹ máa ní pé kó máa ṣe àmì sí prayers tẹ́ ń ṣe. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà dẹ́ ní pé ká máa sọ̀rọ̀. Gbogbo orú ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà tẹ́ fẹ́ òkùnkùn bí ìmọ́lẹ̀ lọ báyìí. Ògùn ọmọ pààyàn mọ̀ rìn ju ebi bá pọ̀ nà ni. Ẹ̀yin olóṣì olórí burúkú aláyébàjẹ́ yìí. What I have played, the voice note I have played to few people who are very close to me. The only question they ask is, how do you survive every day having this kind of things with you? Ẹ̀yin aláyébàjẹ́ olórí burúkú yìí. And some of you will come here and say, maybe Rotimi is promoting ìṣẹ̀ṣe. Mo rò pé ayé gbogbo yín fẹ́ bàjẹ́. Àtàwọn tó pera wọn ló ní ìṣẹ̀ṣe, pé ìṣẹ̀ṣe làgbà. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe wo làgbà? Ìṣẹ̀ṣe wo làgbà? A ní láti jẹ́ pé àgbà tí ò mọ rẹ̀ làgbà ni wọ́n náà. Ní gbogbo àwọn tí mo ti dọ́gbọ́n test tí mo ti wò bóyá òótọ́ wà nù, òótọ́ wo ló wà nù wọn? What is the reason why they all left my page about 2-3 years ago, thinking that maybe I was doing what I'm doing because I could populate their own useless, wicked heart too. If you are here making such comment on my post, Ogun àti Ṣàngó ló máa pa yín tìrantìran. Wọ́n máa bá yín fún èṣù ládìjẹ ni. Because there's nowhere on my page where I promoted Ogun or Ṣàngó anything. If you see it, bring it out. And there is no single person that can tell me to stop exposing the evil you people are using the name of Jesus to do. Because that Jesus is even sick and tired of all of you. But he's also in alliance with it. That is why he's not even exposing you enough. A home is broken because of somebody's useless doctrines. That a man will give birth to a baby, will have a baby, yet he won't have access to that baby because somebody is running endless programs. Light up, it's okay.
Ẹ ṣé bàbá mi. Matisi wèrè nítorí program ẹni ló ṣe lọ sí kíní ìwọ tó ń tẹ kíní lábẹ́ Matisi yẹn ogun máa fẹ́ jẹ ẹwẹ lọ́sàn yìí wà láìtàláì small blind yà sí ogun máa fẹ́ jẹ ẹwẹ bó ṣe wà yẹn ṣó ti yẹ yálà yá ẹ ọdẹ lè fáìn tó mi òun pè mí láṣẹwó ọbí ẹni yálà yá ẹ kọ́ka gbogbo wọn pọ̀ àti yálà yá ẹ kò sí tó lè tó mi nù gbogbo wọn kò ní dáa fún ẹ àṣìírè ẹni tó wá different lẹ́nì àtòun àti ẹ gbogbo yín wèrè ní gbogbo yín ẹ̀yin ẹ̀ òun wèrè ẹ̀yin members ẹ̀ tẹ́ ń lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ wèrè ní gbogbo yín ẹ̀yin asínwín tó yẹ kẹ́ lọ ṣiṣẹ́ tí àdúrà yín bá ń gbà Nàìjíríà máa wà bó ṣe wà yẹn wọ́n wèrè Bible tẹ gójúlé tẹ sọ pé kí ló ṣe pé ń sìn iná ó ní pé kí ilẹ̀ lanu kíkọ́ ni wọ́n tiẹ̀ sọ pé kí ilẹ̀ lanu ní Nàìjíríà náà àwọn olè ó ṣe gbójú ẹ̀ jáde ṣe báwa la gbójú wa jáde wèrè oko àwọn lè gbójú jáde olè ẹ bá ń kígbe olè mọ́ olè àwọn alọ́nilọ́wọ́ gbà àwọn aṣèrè
àbáṣèrè
nípa gbogbo yín ibi tẹ́ ti ń bọ̀ wọ́n ti kóra wọn wá àwọn olórí burúkú kò ní dáa fún yín ẹ máa bá wọn yí àwọn aláyé jẹ́ olè àtẹ̀yìn àwọn pastors yín olè ní gbogbo yín
olè ni wọ́n.
go and work wọ́n ti kó gbogbo ọmọ tí wọ́n wá sí lóyìnbó because they know that it's working over here wọ́n mọ̀ pé ní lóyìnbó it's working àdúrà kan ló fi gbélú wọn dúró wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n gbàdúrà lé Monday to Friday níbo ló ti ń ṣerú ẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà dá ó ti dá ni ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà dá ni ẹ máa pariwo lè mọ́ wọn lórí Monday Tuesday Wednesday 7 days Ọlọ́run yín kan tẹ́kọ̀ sínú Bible ó ṣiṣẹ́ fún 6 days níbo lẹ ti rí ìgbà wo ló kọ síbẹ̀ tó ṣe prayer ìgbà wo ló speak in tongues tó fi tolé ayé àwọn wèrè àwọn olè wọ́n wá wí tán gbogbo nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ nǹkan tó wí lẹ̀ yìí ẹ̀ rí kọ́kọ́ sọ sí ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ gidi anyway òpònú ní ẹ ti ya wèrè so ngọ̀rọ̀ gidi ò lè jáde lẹ́nu yín ẹ máa defend wèrè náà ní wèrè ní gbogbo yín wasting of energy àwọn wèrè ogun ló máa fẹ́ jẹ́ wẹ̀lé ní bí ẹ̀ ò dáa ìwọ ṣiṣẹ́ tó bá ṣiṣẹ́ wàá gbójú ẹ̀ jáde nìyà ẹ gbójú yín jáde àwọn wèrè gbójú ẹ̀ jáde nonsense.
gbàdúrà.
wọ́n ti fún ní 5,000 lẹ́ni credit ẹ̀ nǹkan tí most of them ò ṣe lè dúró sókè ni ẹ credit wọ́n ti tán àwọn wèrè kí ló fẹ́ wá sọ kí ló tún kù tẹ́ ó sọ ẹ ò bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe Nàìjíríà dìtà gbogbo àwọn tó gbàdúrà
ẹ sọ wá di praying nation.
Praying nation tó bá yà rí prayer ni kò bá dá ordinary iná wọn ò lè ṣe sí Nàìjíríà iná prayer yín ò mú Jésù tẹ́mu yín ò mú náà wá wọn wèrè adẹ sọ fún wọn pé kọ́ lọ wá ṣẹ́ṣe àfi kọ́ máa tọrọ kọ́ máa ṣàgbé káàkiri àwọn olè tábà ti rí yín sáà máa kọrin olè mọ́ yín lẹ́yìn ni olè ẹ lọ ṣiṣẹ́ 10% kọ́ offering ni ẹ ní rí kọ̀kọ̀ gbẹ́bí ló pa yẹn má gbàwé òṣì burúkú tẹ̀ gbà
ní láti mówó yẹn wá ẹ kọ́kọ́ lọ fi ṣiṣẹ́ náà owó tẹ bá wá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ mú wá what right have you Taiwo Ojo to be asking that woman nígbè kó lọ ṣiṣẹ́ ìwọ fún rẹ òṣìṣẹ́ ọkùnrin géńdé òṣìṣẹ́ ìyá lọ yá owó láti ṣiṣẹ́ onípé ó náà tó bá ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ ni kó máa kówó yẹn wá ẹ rí pé lórí burúkú ni gbogbo yín.
ẹ máa ṣe òbọ̀dá mi Ayọ̀délé àwọn jẹ́ 2K
àwọn olóṣì olórí burúkú ọmọ ìṣàgbà tó ń kaṣọ wálé Àròtìmí ò sọ̀rọ̀ Taiwo Ojo fáwọn 5 ní mọ́tò iṣẹ́ wo ni Taiwo Ojo ṣe iṣẹ́ wo ló ṣe kó tó kọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tó kọ́ yẹn níbi tó yẹ ká máa lò fún agricultural purposes.
ṣé ìwọ fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ lọ wáṣẹ́ lọ ṣe now Teju say me say or whatever you call yourself go and look for job now. tó bá go and submit your application olódo.
application gbogbo most of àwọn tó wà lábẹ́ irú àwọn èèyàn báyìí ẹ lọ bèrè ẹni ká wá defend the certification wọn ẹni kí wọ́n wá defend the certification wọn light up ẹni káwọn wèrè yìí wá defend certification wọn engineers under them the engineers do not even know the difference between carburetor motor àwọn tó ṣe automobile engineering kò mọ difference láàrin carburetor àti injector kò mọ difference kò mọṣẹ́ tí kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ ń ṣe.
mechanic tó wà lójú títì organizer ó better most of them for organizer because tó bá jí láàárọ̀ ìdí iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ ló ń lọ. yàwọn ìyá láta ìyá ọlọ́bẹ̀ ìyá láta ìyá àwọn ìyá market yẹn wọn ẹ bá ti rí wọn láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù 5 o'clock wọ́n ti lọ sí ibi iṣẹ́ wọn.
mo ti expect pé mi daily tí mo gbé fídíò yẹn síta lánàá mo expect pé wọ́n máa wá ẹ̀ mass mo ti ready fún wọn. Àwọn olùṣòwò
ẹ̀rí gbogbo wọn ti gbọ́n lọ bí iṣẹ́ wọ́n ti máa jí lọ láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù àwa tá à ń lọ sí báńkì kìíní everybody dìde wọ́n sì lọ àwọn máa gbàdúrà òṣì burúkú kí làdúrà yín mú wá àwọn olè.
ẹ jẹ́ kí n fún wa lẹ́example prayer point Taiwo Ojo tó bá lẹ́example ẹ̀ kó bá wa play ẹ̀. Gbogbo agbára tó ní kí n mọ̀ ṣe rere ó yá ẹ wà lọ́lọ́ agbára wo.
Agbára òṣì burúkú.
In a country where religious leaders are in the same bed with the politicians.
Lórí òdo.
Ẹgbẹ́ gbogbo prayer point ẹ jáde ẹ jẹ́ ká analyse ẹ̀ tí ìbá ẹgbẹ́ bóyá orí gbogbo yín ti burú. Ẹ̀yin olòṣì aláyébàjẹ́. Láàárọ̀ Monday kùtùkùtù ọjọ́ ajé.
Òun náà ni wọ́n ti sẹ́ndì owó sí wọn wọ́n ti ra credit sínú kíní wọn lọ́ ṣe wá sórí platform ẹ̀rí tó pọ̀ tó yára wọn dé ni àwọn wèrè.
Single mothers are there tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ bí afúra.
Kí lẹ fẹ́ sọ yìí ẹ bá rí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn màmá yẹn láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù.
graduate of kí lorúkọ school yìí tí woman yẹn tí lady tó ń ṣe content creation yìí tó help ẹ̀njọ́ yẹn tó lóun ò believe pé graduate ni ó mú certifications ẹ̀ jáde ó mú NYSC baby paper discharge kìíní ẹ̀ jáde ó ń gbàrú ni because kò fẹ́ ṣaṣẹ́wó jẹun. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá jẹ́ géńdé ọkùnrin ẹ wá lọ́lọ́ ń pè yín ó da òróró lé yín lórí àtẹ̀yìn àtọ́lọ́run tó pè yín olórí burúkú ni gbogbo yín.
Bàbá ẹ kú iṣẹ́ sá o.
Mo bọ́ bàbá mi jà.
Ayaba yàrá yẹ ẹ kó gbẹnu sọ̀hún olódo olè.
A máa dá wọn lóhùn kankan FBK skincare ẹ jẹ́ n sáré gbé yín sókè. FBK skincare ṣe wà ń bẹ̀. Ọlá ìpè network. Ẹ ní láti unmute. Hello. Risikat Usman ṣe wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ ní láti unmute.
Ti rí ohun tí a mú wá fún wa lénìí ẹ bá wa like ẹ bá wa share ẹ bá wa subscribe sí Orí Òjíṣẹ́ TV ẹ bá wa tẹ notification bell so that a bá tún mú àwọn àkọ̀tun wá fún wa ẹ̀yin lẹ́ ò kọ́kọ́ máa rí títí di ìgbà tá ò tún máa pàdé lórí Òjíṣẹ́ TV ó dàbọ̀.